It was official. A new season had begun. After all, seasons change. So do cities. People come into your life and people go. But it's comforting to know the ones you love are always in your heart. And if you're very lucky, a plane ride away.
I did talk to that other agent that said, he may have a client that's interested in the property. He's asking me what the buyer broker commission. I sent it over to him. But I can get on the phone with him right now and try to. Other people are seeing it from outside of those.
Yeah, so I was just trying to figure out, was there like a certain setting I need to turn off? That way the ad doesn't target accounts outside of the geo that I've selected or inputted.
I've seen, because I've gotten this question before. I've seen that sometimes even when you have those, sometimes they slip out, but there is a way to kind of layer it.
I just finished my makeup and they canceled tonight's in-town event because not enough people were confirmed. Not even mad at it. It is what it is. So I'm excited though because our house is under contract finally after 6 long months of paying for an empty house. Y'all don't understand. We have been paying for an empty house for 6 months. We thought that once we listed the townhouse, people were going to just snatch it up within 60 to 90 days. It's been 6 months. On one end, I'm just grateful to God that we've been able to pay for the townhouse. It hasn't messed up anything. It hasn't hindered us. That extra bill, which is a whole mortgage plus utilities, it hasn't done much as far as hitting our finances. So I'm just grateful to God for that. It actually makes me feel a lot better knowing that we can still handle a whole mortgage and utilities somewhere else and still take care of the mortgage at the Airbnb, and just for us to pay for life. So I'm grateful to be in this position. But I am so happy we are finally under contract, y'all. I'm thank you, God. I cannot wait to get this townhouse off of our hands. And pretty much we have to sell it because HOA no longer allows for rentals, and they threatened us that if we rented it one more time, we would be charged $700 a day, and they already try to put $100 a day fee on our account. Somehow the HOA ended up getting is the word dismantled? Basically people were quitting the HOA board, people were resigning, they were moving out of the neighborhood. HOA kind of dissolved a little bit. So when they were supposed to find us the first time for our first tenant, nothing ended up happening. We tried our luck a second time, and now that our second tenant just moved out, that's when they said they're going to start charging us $700 a day. So I was like, okay. We got 2 good years of being landlords. We got that money, we ran it up, and now it's time to sell. So yeah, the house has been on the market for 6 months. Obviously the market has been crazy. Obviously nobody is buying and nobody's really trying to sell right now, just because how crazy it's been, especially with Trump and the election and interest rates and mortgage rates and all that good stuff. So I'm really happy that someone is interested, and they're moving fast. We signed all of our paperwork. Tomorrow they have someone coming out to look at the health of the house. So tomorrow they get it inspected, and we're expected to close in about 2 weeks. So everything's moving pretty fast. I'm excited that the house will be sold right before my birthday, and finally we can just breathe. We'll be up close to 100K in equity. Glory to God. So I'm really thankful about that. And this will be our first flip. So we lived in a house for 2 years. We rented out the house for 2 years. Now we're gonna sell it, take the profits, and me and DC are pretty clear on what we want to do next. So we'll be buying a business instead of buying another property. So now we'll just have our Airbnb downtown. We'll launch this business that I'm really excited to share with you guys once we start that process. And the biggest thing is just being 100% debt free. But I'm happy because we won't owe anybody anything. All of our credit cards will be paid off. The only thing me and DC would owe is student loans. So I'm excited, so excited about that. And I did tell DC this. So I personally don't want to move out of my parents' house until Lyric is starting school. Just from experience with Dak, I really needed the extra help during the terrible 2 stage. So my thought process, in order for us to move out, we each need to have 10,000 sitting in a high yield savings account. I don't want any credit card debt. And I guess that's my only real requirements. So we need 20K sitting in an account, no credit card debt, and we can get out of here. That way, you know, just in case anything happens, we're good. Credit wise, you know, our credit cards can carry us, and then the money we have sitting in an account will be able to carry us just in case, you know, anything happens with our jobs. But me and DC agreed we want to stay here until Lyric is about 4 max. Once she's 4, we definitely need to get out of here, but that will be my goal. So Snickums will be in 3rd or 4th grade the latest, and then we'll go and buy our own house, because the help, guys, the help is so beneficial for my marriage, for my mental. I see a big difference in my children, like having 4 adults in the house, all of us, you know, paying bills here. I mean, it's helped all of us across the board. You know, it's helping me in DC when it comes to having help with our children, but then it helps my parents because we pay all the utilities here, so they get to keep a little money in their pocket. And then the kids get to be here with their grandparents, and we all get to work together. Everybody's helping with buying groceries, making little investments in the house. Y'all know we are putting a lot of money in the backyard just for the sake of us to enjoy it. But having that help, look at her. So yeah, y'all, I'm taking advantage of this help while we're here. Stacking our money, now being able to buy another business and know that our children are here and they're good and their routines are good. Everybody's on the same page. Me and DC can travel and do what we want. Look. Hi, my gorgeous. I just woke up, mama. So yeah, guys, I say all that to say, don't let anybody trick you off your spot. When you have a vision and you know the sacrifice you have to make in order to get ahead faster, do it. Don't worry about what your friends think. Don't worry about what it looks like. Don't worry about anybody repeating your circumstances. You don't even really have to share it, you know? Us staying here is definitely the best decision for my children first. And then it benefits my marriage so much, you know? Like me going to Barbados for a week, my husband going on different golf trips, us volunteering so much in our different organizations. Like now when DC leaves, like yesterday he was gone all night. He left at like 3, he came back at like 10. Because he was with his organization. I'm not home alone. Like my mom cooked dinner, she took Snickums a bath, I was with the baby, we switched off at the end of the night, and then DC came home. When I'm going on the weekends with my friends all day, at day parties, having girl time at the mall, going to my little beauty maintenance appointments, I know that my husband's home with both of my parents. And half the time my husband is playing golf. I'll call him and he's out at the golf range and my kids are home with my parents. Like, it just works, you know? What you think, my love? You want to tell him anything? You want to tell him? Say, hi, my name is Larry. Oh, what happened? What happened? Ooh. 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 I love you. I love you. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous baby. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous baby. Oh my God, look at my gorgeous, gorgeous. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous. Aunties, aunties, I'm telling y'all respectfully. I just got off the phone with my baby daddy, and my son got his first yellow dot today. Yellow dot. Now, mind y'all, didn't I tell y'all earlier how Snookums recently has been wearing his little sunglasses and his little chain recently? And didn't I tell y'all I didn't want to put him in a box? I wanted him to embrace his creativity. Yesterday he comes home and he said that there's a new boy in class called Elroy. He started today. Today was his first day. Miss Allen sends me a picture of him and Elroy. That's them. And saying that Elroy now sits next to Dak in class. And says that Dak has been a great student in class, showing Elroy the ropes and how things go in class. He latched on to our new friend Elroy. Cool. I'm cool with that. Elroy is also another little black boy, and I was even more happy about that because that means there's more diversity in the classroom. Very excited about that. The first day your man's comes to class, you telling me you got a yellow dot and you've been having green dots since day one? But my baby daddy said Miss Allen left a note in the folder, so we're going to see what this is about. I don't know how I'm going to handle this. I don't put my hands on my children. Larry. I don't put my hands on my children, really. You know, unless I had to. I think that probably got like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ass whoopings before. Or maybe 10. But I'm not having this. Now you got your little best friend in class. Now this your man's. It seems to me like you're being a follower. You either being a follower or you being a class clown and you want attention or you want to make Elroy laugh. But this is the thing. Now you're making Elroy laugh at your own expense. I'm not having it. So we were going to go get ice cream. We're not doing that anymore. I'm going to get him to take off his uniform like he always does. Change into something comfy. He's staying in that room all day. I don't want to hear it. He better not leave that room unless he has to use the bathroom. I'm not playing. Now, he can play with his toys. He can watch TV and cool out. But you need to stay in your room. You need to chill out. I'm not having it. He about to piss me off. Talking about something you can't stay quiet in nap time. Boy! We'll see what he has to say when he gets home, y'all.
I'm about to stay in my house. Stay in my house. We just get to talking. And we supposed to get the things right. Girl.
When you say, just say it.
And then she just, I want this. And can you have it to me by here? Because I'm going out of town. I'm like, girl. I saw.
Listen, if you've been wanting to start your own business without spending thousands of dollars on inventory or spending so much time shipping orders and sending tracking confirmation emails, I highly recommend becoming a freelance social media manager. This way, you're able to pitch to clients and you choose who you want to work with. You work remotely from anywhere. I'm actually working right now here outside enjoying the nice weather, but the one thing I love is that you have an unlimited income cap. You decide how many clients you want to work with, you choose the type of people you want to deal with, and you create your own prices. Let me give you guys an example. Can you imagine for 2026 working with new brides? They may need a social media manager on hand the day of their big day to be able to get all of the off-guard behind the scenes content of their wedding day. You can even partner with wedding designers and party planners to be able to follow these people around and shoot all of their B-roll behind the scenes. That way they can go ahead and promote their freelance business. Imagine this. You can work with other entrepreneurs and coaches at their photo shoots, capturing all of their B-roll, or even working with other business owners like lash techs and hairstylists and masseuse and med spa owners and salon suite owners to be able to capture content straight from your iPhone. That way they'll have a content vault
full of reels, full of pictures that they can use on their business pages. And it's your job to be able to write out their captions, to create their content, edit all of their footage. That way they can have content to post month in and month out. Being a social media manager, especially freelancing, you get the time freedom, you become your own boss, you create your own prices, and you choose who you want to work with. It's a win-win. So go ahead and join my social media manager certification program, and I'll teach you exactly how I do what I do to make more money on your time.
Now it's a lot of things has happened, including this. So it'll be another one that's gonna transform for that. So I'm gonna have y'all pause for a second because I need my glasses.
Oh, so beautiful.
Here, Phoebe. First, I wanted to say thank you so much for allowing us to be able to feature you and your daughter. We've heard so many amazing things about Ladies Who Golf, and we have been wanting to feature you and your daughter for quite some time. And so it is beyond pleasure to be able to show you for our September 2025. So I hope you love it.
Hey guys, so I am back home. Oh my gosh. When I say, y'all call it the stars aligning, I call it God just talking to me. Tonight was amazing. So originally, Kiera, the founder of Ladies Who Golf, she canceled tonight's event because not enough people confirmed for tonight. But then one of the ambassadors ended up calling me and was like, you still need to come. I was excited. Y'all know I already had my makeup done. At first we were going to In-Town. In-Town got canceled. I already had my makeup done. I was a little like bummed about it. They told me to still pull up. Y'all, pulled up. It was 4 of us. So intimate. Usually there's like 12, 15, 16, 25 of us. There was only 4 of us, and I got to talk to Miss Shonda one-on-one. She's the co-founder of Ladies Who Golf, Kiera's mom, and just ask her questions about starting a business, her regrets, her accomplishments, her small wins, her big wins, what's coming up. I mean, just talking to her one-on-one, and it was amazing. And then they did the magazine cover reveal while we were there. So inspiring. And I mean, Rashonda ordered 2 bottles of Moet for us, so we were drinking Moet. Thank you. Getting so much motivation and knowledge and inspiration from the conversations. And I swear to you guys, I just feel like right now the Lord is just showing me you don't need to be popular and famous and know all these people, and the numbers don't have to be so large when it comes to friendship and support and just getting started. Like, it's okay to just be grateful for the small community, the small audience, the small people, the smaller circles. Even when I was talking to Miss Shonda, she was like, I don't have a lot of friends. I don't care to be famous and to be recognized and to have all this recognition. She just wants to make an impact, whether it's 2, 4, 5, or 6 people, you know? And I just think that's the season that I'm in right now, where it's like, I'm so used to being so liked by so many and so popular and so famous in my own little way, my own little world, that I'm learning now, turning 30, that small numbers can be mighty and you can make an impact with fewer people. And you don't need thousands and hundreds of people to support you, and you don't need to hear such a grand applause. Like tonight, it was 4 of us, and Miss Shonda still cried during her magazine cover reveal, and it was so special, and I was so happy to be there. And I was telling DC, tonight made me realize how ready I am
to start a new business and to start something from scratch, from the ground up at zero, and just build something impactful. And it doesn't mean I'm going to be a millionaire next year. And sometimes entrepreneurship doesn't even mean that you are going to be this multi-millionaire and be like Oprah Winfrey. And a lot of us, when we talk about being great, we talk about the Madam C.J. Walkers and the Oprahs and the Beyoncés and all of that good stuff. Sometimes it's okay just to work for yourself, to make enough money to pay your bills and have more than enough left over. And you just have to be appreciative for your portion, pretty much. So that's what I'm excited about. Baby's coming in. Come here. So what you were saying?
Yes.
Oh, not you, my love. I was talking to Daddy. I'm sorry. Can I have a kiss? Please.
Put your pajamas on, please. Come on, what you mean?
You just had a temple.
How would you get out?
Okay.
You don't belong? Come use your bathroom. Oh, I said know what I need to do.
You can just think about me. Or you going to end up doing something else if you do that?
Yep.
Oh. Come here, cutie.
Yes.
Get over here. Now tomorrow we're gonna get a what?
But it was about
I don't know.
the car.
What dye are you gonna get?
Ugly.
Thank
do.
you.
No, now I'm about to put the car in again. I was thinking. So put the Tesla on Turo, and then pay for it. Only pay for like monthly, right?
Yeah.
If we see that it works easily, do we just get another car that we know that people want to get just to? Like basically, for example, we'll get a Porsche knowing that it's gonna pay itself off because people are gonna want that.
I thought about that.
Do we play it smart?
How would you know though?
You really don't, but it's just I'm sure it's a high demand car because it's a luxury car, and it's Atlanta like that.
What's this?
See, I thought about that. I don't know, baby. I thought about that because this is
Maybe something in the middle, man. Maybe nothing too crazy though, but you know, something maybe a little bit higher than Tesla, I guess.
like a Benz.
Okay.
No, I thought
People
about
care
that.
about Benz. Like they'll see the Tesla's different because it's an electric car. It's new. It's a Benz is a
Electric.
Benz. That's why the Hyundai still might be good because it's still an electric car and it's like
Right.
an entry level electric car.
I thought about that because I see so many girls with rental cars, but they always have the Porsches and shit. It'd be like
Yeah, it's
Ferrari.
something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. Like a Benz, like they probably if they're renting something here, they probably already drive a Benz at home. They trying to get something that's a little more luxury.
That's
And I keep doing research. They don't have to. And sometimes they don't really have to be like a name brand like that. Like, it can be a car that people just want to try to drive. You know what I'm saying?
When you're on the app, what do you see more of?
I'm not gonna have to do some research and see. I'm sure I just asked Chat.
I was just about to say
They
that.
already have an answer for
X chat. Yeah, you're right.
You know, it's funny. You know, funny when you ask them, though, they're gonna say it's gonna say like a Nissan Altima. What's the most rated car on there?
I think it is too.
All right, I'm going downstairs. Pajamas, please, in your room.
I'm about to get a shower. Kids, please.
I need to take clean up his bed. All his clothes open.
Come here.
I need to get close.
Don't be jumping to kiss me. When you kiss a lady, you don't gotta be all aggressive like that. You just be like this. If you are finally ready to take social media seriously, and I'm talking finally building that personal brand where you are noticed and recognized as the expert in your industry, where you're the GOAT in your field because of social media, if you're ready to grow your platforms, if you want to make money with your organic content and monetize your post, it's time to join the Wi-Fi Millionaires. You can be able to monetize your post with affiliate marketing, digital products, and finally get those brand deals and people wanting to work with you, where people are DMing you, asking you if you provide any type of coaching or one-on-one call, or if you're able to speak at their next event. Because with social media, you literally create your own world. You build your own persona. You need to post like you are an expert. That way people can treat you and pay you like one. You actually need to build out your digital product suite. That way you have 1 to 3 different offers. I'm not asking you to go out and spend thousands of dollars on a photo shoot and rebrand and get a new wig. So if this sounds like you and you're interested, October 27th on my 30th birthday, I am launching my very first mentorship. See you guys inside my mentorship program.